الله أكبر الله أكبر. الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله تعالى من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله تعالى فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أعاذنا الله وإياكم من النار. Dear respected brothers and sisters, just to recall, to remind you, inshallah, last week we talked about the life of the grave. We ended up in there, we stopped there. Today, inshallah, very briefly, and it's a very long topic, but inshallah, I'm going to keep it brief, inshallah, to talk about the day of the judgment, the day of resurrection. That day, that is a long day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked about in many, many surahs in the Quran al-Kareem. So how will that day start? And how will this planet Earth and all the universe and everything that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created will end? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ نَفْخَةٌ وَاحِدَةٌ وَحُمِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ وَالْجِبَالُ فَدُكَّتَا دَكَّةً وَاحِدَةً فَيَوْمَئِذٍ وَقَعَتِ الْوَاقِعَةُ وَالْمَلَكُ عَلَى أَرْجَائِهَا وَيَحْمِلُ عَرْشَ رَبِّكَ فَوْقَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ ثَمَانِيَةٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ تُعْرَضُونَ لَا تَخْفَى مِنكُمْ خَافِيَةٌ. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Quran that obviously when everybody is dead, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the angel Israfil to blow on the horn. To blow. So the Quran states that he will blow twice. So the first blow, when he blows, that everybody will drop in shock. Everybody that is alive at that time will drop dead. After a while, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order him again to blow another time. So the last time on this planet Earth, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when everybody is dead, He will say, that the hadith states, that Man al-Malik, who is the ruler? Man al-Jabbar, who is the most powerful? And then nobody will answer, because everybody is dead. And then subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, Ana al-Jabbar, I am the most powerful. Ana al-Malik, I am the ruler of all. And before that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it will be him and Jibreel and Mikael and the angel of death. The only creatures alive in this planet Earth. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the angel of death to take the soul of Mikael and Israfil. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order the angel of death. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask, who is still alive in this planet Earth? He said, only me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, angel of death. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will order him to take his own soul, even the angel of death. And he will take his soul. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will, when the Israfil will blow again one more time, the hadith states that the first one, that the earth will crack open, is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. First one, he will get out from his grave, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the hadith states that he will see Musa alayhi salam holding onto the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are some of the narrations that states that maybe Musa alayhi salam, he was away from his grave before the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. But the truth authentic one is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his grave would be first grabbed. The hadith states also that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send a rain of a thick watery rain. That rain will descend and then everybody will be resurrected. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the only thing, subhanAllah, the only thing that the earth will not eat from our bones is it's called in Arabic hajab with dhanab, which is the coccyx bone all over the world in the spinal cord. That small bone on the lower spinal cord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to keep. That's where we're gonna grow. The Prophet described just like plants grow. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Quran that فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ, when that blow will blow, and the mountains will be crashed. Everything will be crashed. And the earth stays, Prophet Muhammad described how the earth will look like. They say it will look like a white mirror. Like a white mirror. So in that day, brothers and sisters, and the length of it, as I will mention, I will share with you some of the verses from the Quran and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described this day, which is a very, very scary day and a very, very long day. During that day when it's hot, and all we know that day is 50,000 years. 50,000 years. And Prophet Muhammad described that the sun is a mile on top of our head. And everybody is sweating. And the people will go to Adam alayhi salam. First one, they will go to Adam alayhi salam. And they say, oh Adam, save us from this. ask you, Lord, to save us from this. And Adam alayhi salam will say, oh no, I can't. I committed a sin. I ate from the tree. And he will say, go to Nuh alayhi salam. Go to Nuh. The people will go to Nuh alayhi salam. And they will say, oh Nuh, ask your Lord to save us from this. And Nuh alayhi salam will say, no, I cannot. I committed a sin. Because he made a dua on his son that he was a kafir. They say, go to Musa alayhi salam or Ibrahim alayhi salam. So everybody will go to Ibrahim alayhi salam. And people will say, oh Ibrahim, ask your Lord to save us from this. And Ibrahim alayhi salam said, no, I cannot, because I lied. I committed a sin. And he lied in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala about the idol that he destroyed and he lied about. So he said, go to Musa alayhi salam. So they will go to Musa alayhi salam. And Musa alayhi salam will say, no, I cannot do anything. I killed a man. I killed a man by mistake. So then Musa alayhi salam said, go to Isa alayhi salam. So everybody go to Isa alayhi salam. They say the people will ask, oh Isa, save us from this. And that's the proof, subhanAllah, against the Christians. Another proof against the Jews about the Musa alayhi salam. Isa alayhi salam then will say, go to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The narration go to Ahmad. So because the Prophet his name is Ahmad also and Muhammad. So he'll go to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he will say, Ummati, Ummati. He will say, oh my ummah, oh my ummah. He will make dua to Allah and he will say, oh my nation, oh my nation. This is after that long 50,000 years. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he will go underneath the throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he will make a long sujood. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. How long is that? And then the hadith describes that وَيُعَلِّمُهُ اللَّهُ كَلِمَاتٍ, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will teach him at that time certain words and certain dua that he will call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make dua for his ummah. For his ummah only. And then after the long dua, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya Muhammad, irfa' ra'sak, is'al tu'ta, washfa' tushaffa'. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, oh Muhammad, raise your head. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, raise your head, ask, I will give you, and ask for the intercession, you will intercede. And that's what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam will make shafa'ah on his ummah. Will make shafa'ah to his ummah, the sinners that were in hellfire. The sinners of this ummah that were in hellfire, or the people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't shade at that time. Because the hadith states that when the sun is a mile away on top of our head, now look how the sun is when the hot summertime, how far it is. The sun is a million years far away. But think about, subhanAllah, the sun is a mile away, how hot it could be. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the hadith describes us 7 types of people that we have to know. That we hope to Allah make dua that we are one of them. 7 types of people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shape. So the first one the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says is Imamun Adil. A fair and just imam, or a Muslim leader. A Muslim leader who is fair and just toward his people. The second one is رَجُلٌ تَصَدَّقَ بِيَمِينِهِ فَأَخْفَى عَنْ شِمَالِهِ. Is that a person who gave sadaqah with his right hand, so his left hand wouldn't see, which means that he gave sadaqah, he gave charity in the sake of Allah without showing off, without nobody seeing him. This man, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shade him. Third person is a man who cried in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A man who shed a tear in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At night time he was reading the Quran. He got that khushu' inside him. He cried. And he made dua one time. He cried. He was praying. Anything you do in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you shed a tear, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shade this man in the judgment. Fourth type of man is a man who a woman came to him and asked him that she wanted to commit the haram with him. And he will say, Astaghfirullah, inni akhafullah Rabbil Alameen. And when she will ask him, he will say, no, Astaghfirullah, I fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I cannot do that. Another person is a man, قَلْبُهُ مُتَعَلِّقٌ بِالْمَسَاجِدِ. A man whose heart is very connected to the books, to the houses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the mosques. He loves the mosque, from mosque to mosque, from masjid to masjid. A man who stays longer time in the masjid, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shade him at that day. And another one is شاب نشأ في طاعة الله, is a young man who grew up obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A young man who grew up obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Praying on time, not doing the haram. Go into the masajid, study the Quran, read the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One young man That's very hard nowadays.